Hello everybody, Skratch coming up with another video. In this video we're going to talk about Skytouched Shaman, guys. Definitely the #1 PvP cleanser in the game. Before we're going to move into the main topic of the video, I just want to give you a quick IRL update. So probably you've noticed I haven't uploaded so recent the past week. The reason is I started work IRL, so we're back on track with work. I'm not sure if you guys are back to normal in the countries where you live and stuff, but I'm back to work, so I'm a bit more short on time. So I'm gonna definitely try to do at least 5 uploads a week. I did have to rearrange a bit my schedule for streaming on Twitch as well, for whoever follows me on there and joins in daily or time to time on Twitch. So we updated the schedule for Twitch. You're gonna find it on the Twitch page, or you will find it in Discord. But that's about it, pretty much. Back to work, back to reality. And I gotta say, the first week is a painful week. I literally started there a couple of days ago. So now, moving over to the main topic, sorry, not the first topic. Skytouched Shaman. Why is she the #1 PvP cleanser in the game? So let's have a quick look at the skills for whoever is not familiar with her. We have her A1, Talon Knives, attacks all enemies, heals by 15% of the damage inflicted if this champion has less than 50% HP. Boost this champion's turn meter by 20% instead if this champion has a 50% HP or higher. Pretty decent A1, nothing too crazy there. But then we move over to the A2, which is the most important skill on her kit. Immortal Skies on 4-turn cooldown, fully booked, removes all debuffs from all allies, then places a revive on that buff and a block debuffs on all allies for 2 turns. So she cleanses, she gives you revive on that, and block debuffs for 2 turns, which is actually super huge in arena, super good for faction wars, super good for some of the dungeons as well. If you don't have better champions, if you don't have like monster champions and monster gear to literally obliterate the dungeons, she can be a super good support for your team in the dungeon with that revive on that, block debuffs and the clean. So if the enemy team places a defense down or you attack down, etc., she can cleanse it, keep you back on track, give you the revive on that if you don't have a reviver to use in your team. She's super good champion overall. Her passive is a bit stupid right here, honestly, I'm not gonna lie about that. Damages this champion by 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn, heals all ally except this champion equal to half of the lost HP, places a 30% decreased speed debuff on this champion for 1 turn at the start of each turn. Also has a 50% chance of placing fear debuff on this champion for 1 turn. So she's placing decreased speed and fear on herself. That's why I called it stupid, honestly. Now, we have one way that's 100% to block it, and that's by using immunity gear. Immunity gear becomes available from the super low stages on Fire Knight, so it's no excuse that I'm using OP gear on her and that's why she's good. Everybody, and I repeat, everybody who can beat any stage of the Fire Knight can go in and farm an immunity set. You don't require accuracy on her, you don't require crit rate on her, you don't require resistance. The only thing you want to focus on her is to have a decent amount of speed. So honestly, any piece of immunity that's not a completely trash overall, it can be good for her. So no excuses on nobody, everybody can put their hands on immunity gear. You don't need the craziest immunity gear, so there is pretty good to do it. I'm not sure if having her on super high resistance, if this can actually be resisted or no. It does not specify that it cannot be resisted like on other skills, but knowing Plarium and their wording, we might have some sort of issues and actually to don't be resisted. So I'm actually gonna try to do that as well. We have the aura, increases ally HP in all battles by 25%, so 10% extra compared to your starter champion. Decent aura because it's for all allies in all battles. Those are the best auras, you mainly want to look at them. So we have her on an immunity set and speed set. I did choose to go with high resistance, higher speed, decent HP, decent defense. Now I'm playing in the endgame platinum. You won't require to do the same build on her. The lower you are in the tiers, the lower you are in the game, the lower the stats can be on her. So I've put this gear on her because that's the level I'm playing at. Not everybody is at the same level in the game where I am at the moment. So definitely you do not need to get these crazy stats on her. So we have 48k HP, 1.9k attack, 3.1k defense, 241 speed, 27 crit rate, 83 crit damage, 543 resistance. So even this resistance is not good enough for the endgame platinum. You do require 600 plus. 650 is a good resistance in endgame masteries. I went on a defense and support tree. So we have a Defiant, we have a Improved Parai, we have a Rejuvenation, we have Resurgent, we have Shadow Heal, we have Solidarity, we have Delay Death, we have Cycle of Revenge, we have Retribution, and for the last one we have Unshakable. Then we have a Steadfast, we have Exalting Death, we have Rapid Response, we have Cycle of Magic, and for the last one we have Lasting Gifts to actually try to extend all those good buffs that we're getting from her A2. So that being said, guys, let's rumble with her a bit in arena. I haven't played her much, honestly, because how I said, I've been super busy recently. I barely have any time. She's a super good addition for your 3v3 team. So make sure you guys, if you have one, definitely 6-star her. I do have a Bad Khazar. So Bad Khazar is not as good for arena as is for PvE content. But if you do have a Skytouched Shaman, she's super good for arena. So I do have a Duchess as well, but I will be running her on my third team where I do not have anyone else that can actually cleanse my team. I do have Warlord in that team to place block debuffs, but Warlord with his skill, he's actually freezing my team against Tormins. He's a super good she's a super good counter for Tormins, for Hegemons. My main reason is Hegemons with her. So I'm gonna try to actually look for particular teams, Tormins, Warlord, Tormin here. So of course we cannot actually block Tormin. So we're gonna try and go in like this. I don't have immunity on him, I don't have immunity on her, so I actually want them to debuff me, to freeze me, etc. So I can actually cleanse, show you how she's actually doing all the action here. So I'm gonna take my damn series with me here to actually strip all their buffs. We're gonna move into platinum in a bit. So at the moment, unfortunately, nobody freeze, but that's fine. We do gain our block debuffs, revive on that, all this crazy stuff from her. We're gonna make sure we take down Duchess. We're gonna take down Warlord as well here quick. We're gonna hit on Oro, and hopefully their Rotos is not actually gonna gain like 2000 turns. So how we've seen, she actually hit pretty decent. I honestly haven't checked how hard she hits. The only thing I'm really interested in her is her kit, which I think is absolutely super good overall. Probably with some crit rate she can do some decent amount of damage. So right here, if I would have had the skill on her A3, that would have been actually a super good clutch, because I would have been able to cleanse all the freeze from everybody there, put block debuffs on my team, so then Tormin would not be able to freeze me again. How you guys can see here. Now the only thing is she has it on a 4-turn cooldown rather than a 3-turn cooldown. I still think is a super good skill. You mainly wanna use it once. If your fight takes in overall too long, you do have high chances of losing it, but as long as you're able to use it the first time, cleans, give you that upper advantage to actually make your team to actually attack the enemies, I think is super good overall. I think I only gotta do like a couple of battles, so let me just wipe these teams super quick so I can move on, so we don't lose a lot of time here, like trying to actually go back into platinum. So let's go on it like this quick. So then we're gonna bring her back in so we can actually showcase what she's capable of. But first we gotta do quickly a couple of arena runs here. We cannot really afford to lose a lot of time. So here, unfortunately, he had that shield and he didn't die in the instant. So let's get the Thermitter back on her. Let's get his HP a bit lower, possibly. So we got it under 50, that's fine. Now we can end both of them here. Okay, so in platinum, I'm just gonna do another... Actually, I'm not gonna do another quick run. We're gonna look for Hegemon teams, like right here. So we have our Arbiter. Let me bring back my Rotos. Let me bring back her in. I don't need her here because they're not gonna place any sort of buffs on themselves, so I don't need Madame series with me. So rather than that, I'm gonna bring some shield in. Plus, he's not on immunity either, so more... Wow, did we actually just dropped instant out of there, or what just happened? Because I'm a bit confused. What just happened there? So how you guys can see, I'm locked on her. It did not lock me on the other ones. So the other day, this stuff actually happened. So she's placing the buffs and then she's cleansing. So the reason I picked Battle Sage a while ago, when I showed you that, is because I read the description of the skills, how I said Platinum, they do make a lot of mistakes with this. And the skill said like this: she's cleansing and afterwards she's buffing. So thinking of that, you'll be like, okay, so she's cleansing my freeze, but then she's putting me 2 buffs on top. So Tormin is still gonna freeze my team, but seems like she's doing exactly the opposite of how the skill actually describes it. So that's why, if you were wondering, your team is actually not freezing while you're using her A2, is because the description of the skill is wrong. So let's crack on this quick. I'm not sure if we're in Platinum or no. We're gonna see when we get the points. I do remember from last week that this happened as well. It was literally, I did like 20 fights in Platinum and it was showing me the gold map, but was giving me the right medals from Platinum and the opponents from Platinum. So I'm not sure if right now either we got attacked, either the points went up by a bit, but we're about to find out. So she's honestly giving you a huge advantage. Like, I'll definitely be using her in the 3v3. I think she's gonna be a super good addition to my teams overall there. I'm super confident that she can, you see, so we were actually in Platinum, but it's showing us the gold map. I'm not sure why is this happening, but it's been happening for a while now. Seems like they just don't wanna fix it overall. So again, we have a Hegemon, we have a Tormin right here. I have no immunity on these two. So what I care here, even if my Arbiter doesn't manage to boost because she gets locked by Hegemon, but Hegemon, if he's on a stun set, can place a stun on Rotos, on Krisk, can lock them down, can decrease attack, etc, etc. A lot of debuffs can happen, so using her, that will give me the upper hand. I just gotta make sure she's faster than the rest of my champions. So how you guys can see, I have a decreased attack on him right now, so I'm gonna try and actually kill Arbiter here and get somebody else down. Now, I'm not sure if I'm just getting lucky now and I don't get debuffed a lot, but usually I get like 2000 stuns a match from the enemy team. When I go against a Rotos on Relentless, he's getting like 2 million turns over and over again. While I'm running mine on Relentless, he never gets a turn. But yeah, it might be just my personal experience overall. Let me know if you guys encounter the same issues when you're attacking. Is it the same for you? Or is just me being paranoid, to say like this? Okay, so at least now it did give us on the right map here. So we're gonna refresh this page, try to find some more worthy opponents. Again, she can be a good counter against Anger if he places Provoke. Any other champion that places Provoke. So let's not limitate everything to Tormin and Hegemons. If you get defense down in Arena, she can save you overall. So this starting from Silver, moving up to end of Platinum, she can be a super great addition overall for your team. So let's go against this team quick here. The other team, because they might lock my Arbiter, they do have Alessandra. The ones that... So how you guys see here, we have attack down, we locked. So right now with Rotos, I'll be actually losing a lot of time if I'm not gonna be cleansing. They do have a shield here, so probably I won't be able to one-shot them like this either. She did put the Veil right now, and unfortunately I kind of forgot to remove Krisk and bring Madame Series in here to actually strip the buffs from them. But that's my bad. Let me know how many of you guys already use Skytouched Shaman. How many of you guys will plan to build her? I honestly think she's a super good addition. I will strongly recommend you out of all the cleansers we have at the moment. So I do think she's much better than Smash Lord, for the simple fact that she brings more overall with her kit rather than just cleanse and block debuffs. We do have that revive on that, which can be super important as well for Arena, super important for dungeons. So it's not all about Arena here, but I do name her #1 PvP cleanser because she's not at the level where Badel'Khazar is overall. So I cannot really compare her with Badel'Khazar, but she's still super, super good. So right now, I don't think I have that skill on cooldown. I do, so look at all these debuffs that I have on my champion. Like, this, pretty much I can call it game over. Like, and the enemy team will win against me because I have all those debuffs on my team. But right now with her, bang, everything disappeared. We are back on track. We have our boost back up. We have everything back that we need to actually start eliminating the opponents here. We've done Rotos down, got a Krisk, moving over to the next one. So I'm showing you Rotos because that's my only champion build for Arena at the moment without immunity. You don't need to use Rotos. Rotos is not going to improve Skytouched Shaman by any means. Krisk is not going to improve her. This is literally what she can do overall. Now, I did show you a few fights, guys. I explained you how you can build her. I will test if resistance can actually block her passive or no, but that's something that requires a bit of more testing, so I'm not able to do it right now for you guys, but I will be keeping you updated on that. Appreciate you guys watching. Keep an eye on Twitch. If you do watch Twitch, we do live streams there, so pretty much I'm gonna end the video, jump straight into the stream. Appreciate you guys watching, appreciate the support. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more content, turn on notifications to see when we upload next, and I'll see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.